Hi and welcome back to the next lesson. In this lesson we are going to add the symbol next to the second part of the sort of overview text, and that is going to be a symbol that's going to be a cross or a tick or a check mark based on the number of work orders which are scheduled for repair in the next 7 days. So at the moment we've got none, and we've gone through the sort of logic behind that, so we don't need to cover that again. But basically, yeah, look at if there's no work orders that are scheduled for repair within the next 7 days, then there's an issue there. So what I'm going to do is create a new measure. So let's go and click on one of these fields here and just go and create a new measure. And I'll make that slightly bigger so we can see what's going on here. Okay, so here is the overall risk status text part 2, which is the second part down, symbol. So the first thing we do is we just create a variable for the overall risk status. So we want to be able to use that as a driver for this. And the next thing we're going to do is just basically calculate this, go straight into calculating the result, really using a switched true statement or pattern. And it's got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different arguments, and then it's got this this one at the end here. So the first thing it's going to check is the overall status red? And if it is, then the text that's going to be used here is going to be equal to, is the overall status red, and is the level of risk status part 2 equal to none? So this measure here will return none if there's no work orders scheduled within the next 7 days, or it will return a number if there are one or more work orders scheduled within the next 7 days. Okay, so the reason we've got to compare this twice for each status is that sometimes it's going to be returning a text field, and other times it's going to be returning what could be transformed into a value, i.e. a count of a number of work orders. So the first one is, if it's none, then we want to display this symbol here, symbol bad, and that's the check mark that we've already see on the screen here. Next we're going to say, is the overall risk status red, and we're using this value here, so this converts the text that's returned here into an actual number that we can use, and then once we've got that number we can then use that using the logic expression, which is not equal to the work orders current week high risk. So basically what's happening here is, if the status is red and the value is not equal to the number of work orders in the current risk status for high risk status part of the matrix, then we want to display this symbol here. Okay, so we're saying that unless we've got all the work orders which are high risk scheduled within the next 7 days, we've got an issue, because that work's not going to get done for the while. So we're going to have a risk in our hands for the while, and we can either look to mitigate that down to a lower risk category, or we just have to live with that risk. So that's what's happened, and we're going to do the same for orange, and then the same for yellow. If it's green, we're not going to bother with any of these. We're just going to basically default it to being this status, which is good. Okay, so yep, if it meets this, then it'll be the bad symbol. If it meets this logic, it'll be the bad symbol. It'll continue down. If it doesn't meet any of these logic statements, it will just default to the good symbol. And that will happen if, for example, we have all of the work orders that are currently at red scheduled in the next 7 days, because it'll check here, it's not equal to none. It'll check here and it's not equal to all of the work orders. So the only other thing it could be, if it's a red criticality, if it's not equal to the total value of the work orders, it must be equal to the total value of the high risk work orders. So that means it's good to go, and it will default to this one at the bottom here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just add that in. We're going to just copy this. And stick it next to there. And we are going to use this symbol here in here. Now we're not going to see a difference because none of these are scheduled in the next 7 days, but what we are going to do, just to see it working and make sure that everything is looking good, is we're going to go into the logic behind this text part 2, and rather than look for anything scheduled between the 0 and 7 days, we're going to go 0 to 1000. So most of these work orders will definitely be between 0 and 1000. In fact, I know it is because I've checked it. Okay, so just to force this to give a check mark, 2 of these defects are scheduled for repair in the next 7 days. So what's going to happen there is that if we open this up, it's going to look here and it's going to say, right, okay, well, it's not none, so that's not met, that's not true. It's going to go in here and it's going to say, right, okay, critical status is red, yeah, it's true. The value is not equal to the current number of work orders that are in the high risk category. So yeah, it's not equal to it because that number's 2, and this value here that's returned is 2, so they're not equal to each other. Sorry, they are equal to each other. So yeah, that logic statement is saying if they are not equal to each other, then this part of the logic statement will be true. It's a little bit confusing, but I'm hopefully you're following it along. So that part of the logic statement is actually false. So for this, both of these have got to be true. So that's true, it's a red category. The value is not equal to the value that's returned in the text, which if I remember is this value here, this number 2 here, is not equal to the count of the current week high risk work orders. Well, actually it is equal to each other, so this is a false statement here. This whole statement here is false. So the AND statement is looking for that to be true and that to be true. Now that isn't true. So it will then say, okay, well, it's not orange, it's not yellow, so none of these matter. So that is why we're getting this good symbol at the bottom here. Okay, so you just follow that through, and you should be fine understanding exactly what's going on there. Just minimize this, and that's why it's displaying this tick here. Two of these defects are scheduled for repair in the next 7 days. Okay, well, they're not really, because they're scheduled in the next 1000 days, within the next 1000 days, but you can see that this would be a tick if they were. Okay, so that is us for this one, and in the next lesson we will go and add a similar symbol here for the third piece of text on this particular screen. I'll talk to you then.